By the end of this video, you'll be able to give a really great answer to a very common conversation question in English. Where are you from? Now, before we continue to talk about this, let's look at some different ways someone might ask you that question. They could say, where do you come from? Where's your hometown? Which city or country are you from? Or where were you born? You probably know already that this is a really common topic to talk about with someone who you've just met. So I'm sure you want to be able to give a nice, confident and fluent answer. And that's what we'll practice today. First, you'll listen to me model my own answer to the question. Next, we'll look at some useful words and phrases you can use to answer that question, as well as some grammar and pronunciation tips. Next, you'll listen and repeat after me, trying to copy my intonation and pronunciation to help you feel more confident. And finally, it will be your turn to give your answer to the question. So if you're ready, let's get started. First, listen to me answer the question. I'm from a town near London, but I grew up in a small village in the southwest of England. It's a quiet part of the countryside and a really peaceful place. My favourite part of this place is the beautiful scenery and all the nature around. There are lots of fields, forests and rivers, which makes it perfect for walks and spending time outside. Even though it's a small village, I really enjoyed living there. Alright, now let's look at some useful words and phrases I used to give my answer to the question. I started by saying I'm from a town near London. This is the phrase you would use to talk about the place that you were born in. It might not be where you lived most of your life, but it's where you were originally from. You could also say, I was born in, and then the name of your town, village, or country. So you'll simply say, I'm from, and the place. Notice that when we are speaking natural fluent English, we don't say I am from, we use a contraction, I'm from. So how about you? Where are you from? Next, I said I grew up in a small village in the southwest of England. So for you, this might be the same place where you were born or you were from originally. But a lot of people might be born in one place, but then move to another place when they're young and grow up there. So to grow up somewhere is where you spent most of your childhood. So putting this all together, you could say, I'm from the UK, but I grew up in France. Or, like me, I'm from a town near London, but I grew up in a village in the southwest of England. So how about you? Where did you grow up? Next, I used some adjectives to describe the place. So you can say it's a something place. It's a beautiful place. It's a peaceful place. It's a crowded place. Choose the adjective or describing word that best fits the place where you're from. And notice again, we have a contraction, it's. It's a peaceful place. It's a beautiful place. It's a crowded place. So how about you? Which word would you use to describe the place where you're from? Next, I said, my favourite thing about this place is. This is where you can talk about what you most like about your hometown or country. For example, my favourite thing about this place is the nature. My favourite thing about this place is the friendly people. Here's a pronunciation tip for the word favourite, because people often pronounce it with 3 syllables, favourite, but that is not correct. Notice how in the middle we kind of condense 2 of the syllables together to make a weak sound. So it's more like favourite, favourite. Try and say that with me. My favourite thing, my favourite thing. So how about you? What's your favourite thing about your hometown? And finally, when we want to talk about things that there are in our hometown, we can use there is, there are. For example, in my answer, I said, there are lots of fields, forests, and rivers. I used there are because I was talking about more than one thing. But if it's one thing you're talking about, you'd use there is. For example, there is a big cathedral. There is a lake. There is a beach. So think about the things that you would like to talk about that are in your town and then try using there is and there are to describe them. So now it's time for you to listen and repeat after me. After each sentence, I'll pause the video for a moment and give you a chance to repeat what I said, speaking out loud. I'm from a town near London, but I grew up in a small village in the southwest of England. It's a quiet part of the countryside and a really peaceful place. My favourite part of this place is the beautiful scenery and all the nature around. There are lots of fields, forests, and rivers, which makes it perfect for walks and spending time outside. Even though it's a small village, I really enjoyed living there. Well done! Now is the time to put it all together and give your own answer to the question. So pause the video here and take as much time as you need to answer the question. Where are you from? Well done! I hope that you felt confident and fluent while giving your answer. Remember, you can always go back to the beginning of this video and listen again to improve and perfect your answer. Before you go, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified every time I release a new speaking practice video. And if you're looking to continue your speaking practice with some more natural, common, daily conversation questions, I recommend you watch this video next.